All right, hello and welcome back to another wee bit different video. Today's video is genuinely mind-boggling. I had something else in mind, but Bam Adebayo, out of nowhere, historic, and I mean 83-point performance. Now, before we get into talking a little bit about Bam Adebayo, let me just say there's going to be people, and I'm getting on top of this right away, who are going to be bothered by the Heat very clearly stat padding and fouling. And this is what I'm going to say. Look, however he got it, the point is he got it. Very, very random performance. I mean, you're talking about a guy who's only averaging 18.9 points per game. A dude who's never in his entire career been an elite scorer. You think of the Kobe Bryants of the world, the Donovan Mitchells of the world, the Luka Doncic of the world, who reached that 70 mark, Kobe in particular 80, Wilt Chamberlain 100. You don't put Bam Adebayo in that same tier at all. What he just did that was so spectacular is, one, he's just so much stronger than the rest of the Wizards defenders. They literally could not hold their ground. They couldn't hold their own. They got bodied. So in terms of the final stat line, I know Bam played the whole fourth quarter. They were definitely going after it. 42 minutes in a blowout game. 83 points, 20 for 43, 7 for 22 from 3, 36 for 43 in free throws. I don't even know how it's possible to get that many free throw attempts, 43. But he just dominated them. The Wizards quite literally were triple teaming at times. They did whatever they could to try and prevent this from happening. I think if I'm a Wizards player, honestly, I feel horrible. If I'm being honest with you, like, how do you let somebody drop 83 on you? That is so bad, right? That is probably just the worst feeling in the world. I mean, if you're like Alex Sarr, you know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about it. You're on a 20-minute restriction, but damn, dude, 83 on your head in 2026 is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And funny enough, Tyler Hero was questionable for this game. If he plays, he doesn't get this mark just because Tyler in the first quarter will take some looks away, but I'm honestly just shocked. Real quick, let's get some reactions. Okay, so I just checked my phone and I can confirm this is the most free throw attempts in an NBA game of all time. That's genuinely crazy. And if you were watching the game too, I mean, these Wizards players just got bodied out of control. They didn't have someone physical enough to really prevent Bam from going wherever he wanted to go. And they were fouling him. They were absolutely fouling him. So this is just one of those examples of just get bodied, straight up, just got bodied. Again, quick reactions. Exactly who we all expected nearly 20 years ago to one day break it. And it's just, what can you say, man? Bam, of all people. Again, a guy who's averaging 18.9 points. And you know what's funny? Real quick story time. I was talking to my cousin about Bam because I have him on my fantasy roster. And I was like, dude, Bam is just one of those guys who's frustrating because it looks like he has all the tools at his disposal to be a really good scorer, but he just never pieces it together. And then you watch him today and you're like, oh my God, this guy's one of the, if you've never seen Bam play at all, you're probably thinking this guy's one of the best players in the league. He's one of the best scorers in the league. No, he's not. Again, 18.9 points, but he has all the abilities, and if you watch the game, you know what I'm talking about. He has all the tools in the world to be a really good scorer. Shooting ability at finishing at the rim. Of course, we're talking about free throws. Made, 36 for 43? I mean, he can legitimately do it all. 83 points on 20 field goal attempts, or 20 field goals is diabolical. 43 free throw attempts is crazy. Of all the people to pass Kobe's 81 points, I didn't think Bam was going to be one of those people. Nobody. I strongly encourage anyone to go back and watch this fourth quarter. Some of the most sicko basketball I've ever seen. I mean, like I said, the Heat were intentionally fouling early in the shot clock, late in the game to get Bam above that threshold. They did force feed Bam. But again, he put himself in that position for that to happen. So you gotta say, if you're a Heat fan, you're loving Erik Spoelstra right now because Erik Spoelstra kept him in the whole game. If you're also a Heat fan, you got to be appreciative of your roster because they They were cheering for him all the way. All the guys on the bench were like, go, go, go. This is an actual comedy. I've never seen anything so insulting. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm a Wizards player, I'm definitely hate watching. Like, definitely, because for your team. I mean, but then you go again where you're like, you're tanking. This is what you deserve. If this happened to the Jazz, I probably would have been a little bit more happy. Not that I'm unhappy or anything, but against a tanking team, you have every right for this to happen to you because you did this to yourself. You're the embarrassment. Like, Wizards franchise, you got to wake up tomorrow morning and be like, holy damn, we just allowed history. Generational stat pad. I respect it. And honestly, whether you do or don't, doesn't matter. He got there. And that's kind of the point I'm hammering home is however you feel about it, he did it. And that you cannot take that away from him. No one else has done it. Again, I'm repeating it a lot because I just know, I can see the salt from a million miles away. And there's already some people getting at it, I mean, yeah, stat pad, but real quick, this is a record book chase of all time, and I love Spo for allowing this to happen. Absolutely. Spo recognized, most coaches probably would have been like, all right, 4-minute mark, enough is enough. Spo's like, nope, you're going. Coach finally realized going for records when the possibility is there matters, and it's clearly worth going for. Absolutely. We're already seeing some salt here. Real quick, let me click on this comment. The most shameless thing I've ever seen. Is there truth to it? Sure, but I mean, I respect it. I would absolutely do the same thing if I was in Bam's shoes. I would 100% do the same thing. I'm getting that mark if it's feasible, if it's realistic. And I think he knew, like 8-9 minutes left in the quarter, like, oh, I'm going. We do have some salt. I don't know how I feel. I'm impressed, but the fact that they had to foul the Wizards into the bonus while up 30 just so he could shoot more makes it seem fraudulent. I get it, right? I get it, but I would absolutely do the same thing. I think a lot of people would do the same thing. People who idolize Kobe, the reality is this is going to be a common sentiment. They're also going to bring up it's against the Wizards. But you play who's in front of you. We talk about championships, and who has rings and who has this and whatnot. You can only play who's in front of you. After years pass, we don't talk about injuries and who wasn't there during championship runs. And I know you might be thinking, what are you talking about a championship for? This is a single game record. Dude, let's be honest. People are going to talk about this for I'm not going to say an eternity, but for an indefinite amount of time. Everyone's going to talk about this. When you say who, is the second highest scorer in the NBA, you're saying Bam, whether you like it or not. Like, that's what you're saying. So I'm honestly, I'm happy for Bam. You know what I mean? I've always been, adamant that he has the tools at his disposal to do more. He did it today, and congratulations. Was it funny a little bit? Absolutely. It absolutely was. Definitely blatant stat padding, but I would 100% do the exact same thing. I'm happy that Coach Spo recognized, like, dude, let's just get into this. Let's stat pad. Let's do this. History is right here. They went for it. I think it would be more shameless if he didn't get it. Then I'd be like, ooh, that's not a good look. But he did get it. He made it worth it. So congratulations, Heat Nation. Bam Adebayo. Wow, that is crazy performance. I don't know I don't know. The stars has to align so well because one, 83 points in today's game is crazy, but how often do you get a chance to play a team like the Wizards? And two, how often do you get a chance at getting 43 free throw attempts? I don't know that the stars are going to align anytime soon for this record to be passed up, but let me know what you guys think. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Crazy stuff. As always, this is Ollie Been Different. We've been different. And we out.